What time is it? It's Sampstra Games time. We're going to continue with generals and rulers. Now, I was asked by random contents and Ty Chaplin to continue this and kind of play a new area. So we're going to play the 1207 The World, and we're going to play as the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which is actually like a Easter egg country, as was said by the developers. Apparently this has like very low population and very high research, so it's kind of fun because it's like a little bit, you have to play it a little bit differently, and you can see it's one of the highest difficulties. So yeah, 4.5 stars is quite a bit, so it's gonna be difficult. So let's go. Kingdom of Jerusalem. We're gonna rock the world. I'm excited for this. Alright, so we're almost there. The game is loading, okay, I'm probably gonna skip it a bit free. Let me just lower the music a bit, it seems a little loud. I apologize for that. Okay, so we are here, and this is Kingdom of Jerusalem, this is us. You can see that we're very tiny, considering everything that's around us, very, very tiny, okay? So, but we do start with a lot of money. Now, don't get confused, this is not the money we make every turn. If that was the case, it would be huge. We actually have very low population, around 61,000 people, but we start off with some good money, and we start off with some research. We already are at 10 with Seaborne Assault. Everything else it's at 0, but we started with like 3 million research points. So we're gonna put a lot of those into infantry. Not everything, but like I want to get this to like level 30. That seems... no, let's get it to level 50. Then I'm gonna put a little bit into increased population, maybe to level 15. And we're gonna put some stuff, we're gonna try to get to level 15 on both assassins and secret police, so this is gonna help us out quite a bit. And the rest, we need 1 spy, and we might put the rest into... let's put it into recruiting more infantry, because that's always good. And then I'm gonna pour all of my money into research as well, and I'm going to try to increase my population, I'm thinking, a little bit more. Now, it's not gonna be that interesting right now, because we have small amounts of people, but as soon as we get like more people, we can make a lot more money from the population, which is cool. Next up, we want to already think about who we're going to attack. You know, I want to attack these guys right here, country of Tripoli. They're very tiny, they only have 100,000 people, and you can see in the units and the ranking that they're 102 in the units, so that means they're better. If you, for example, click on Cilicia, they're 33 in the ranking, so they're better. So this way you can kind of look at countries before you even start actually like sending spies. So we're gonna negotiate them down to truce, and we're gonna move towards the next turn. Now this turn, what is my army? I have 8,500 infantry, 5,700 archers, and 5,800 cavalry. Now let's send a spy towards... now it's not gonna show up as neighbors because we don't have any neighbors right now, so we need to find them ourselves. Country of Tripoli. They have 99 militiamen and 20 archers, so we could probably go through that. Let's try to buy some ships. 36 ships. That will allow me to send, I'd say about 10% of my army, which is 500, 700, and 850. That, we're gonna wait for next turn before we do it. So we're gonna put, in the research, we want to focus on more infantry recruitment. And we're also gonna put a bit more into free units recruitment. Generally, we just want to recruit units however we can. We'll move towards the next turn. And now, I want to buy a lot of ships. And by a lot, I mean 36. And we're going to start a war with these guys. And I want to attack them. How many of my people are... nah, it's only 9% though. But that's 1,000 infantry and 500 archers, 500 cavalry, and they had like nothing. So we'll hope for the best. Now, the way the war works is actually quite interesting. Like, I'll tell you about it in detail. So, in the first rounds, only like 25% of the damage that your units are capable of doing, they will do. And then as the more turns go, the more damage it does. So it's like the further the war goes, the harder your units will hit the other units, which I think is really cool. So it's quite interesting. So let's focus on the research some more. I want to focus more on, we'll put it into infantry again. And I think we'll put the rest into more of the free units recruitment, because that seems cool. Now let's move towards the next turn. And we have gotten them. Now this is amazing, because we have destroyed country of Tripoli, which is not the exciting part. The exciting part is the fact that we now can do ground assaults. We don't need the ships, because our people are able to get between our country without the ships, which means I can now use all of my army and attack people. And this is where it gets exciting. Okay, so we now have a neighbor. More specifically, this Arbit industry, which has 1 million people. I only have 300,000 people, and they have 65 regions. But I don't think they'll expect me to attack them. So we're gonna look at this. You can see that their unit's power is 2.5 star, which should be around equal to ours. So they have 1,000 militia, 200 cavalry. They have a lot of trebuchets. That's not great. But we could, for example, send our assassins at them. How many assassins do I have? That's a great question. I have 30 assassins. Yeah, that's not gonna probably do much damage, but we'll try to send it at them. And we are getting the free infantry, so I'm gonna put my money into more free recruitment and more infantry recruitment. And we're going to hope for the best. And maybe next turn, only in like 2 turns, we'll try to attack them. Okay, so we have problems with them. They don't like me. That's okay. Friend seems to like me more, that's okay. And our assassin has cut out most of the troops and successfully vanished into night. They said that they will probably change this so we get more info about the assassins with this one of the following updates, which I think is really cool, so we'll do that. Now another thing to watch out for our religion. So we are Catholic, and you can see here that they are Muslim. So Islam. So Muslim and Islam are not very compatible religions, which means that we're going to get a lot of rebels from sort of like taking over the countries, which is not great because rebels do not pay taxes. So we have 300 population which pays taxes and 25,000 rebels that do not pay taxes. So that's something to watch out for. Another thing to watch out for is if majority of your people are Muslim, your country will switch to Islam. So the way it works is that you are not doing religious crusades. You're not converting who you're getting. If you're getting a country where you have a lot of Muslims, you will become Islam. So that's something to think about. Like if I attack them, I will eventually become Islam, well, believe in Islam. So then if I go for these guys, there's still Islam, that's greater. But if a lot of people around me were, for example, Catholic again, it would be difficult because then you would get a lot of rebels again. So it's something to think about. Like you don't want to switch religions often. So you want to try to go, if we're going the Muslim way, we then want to attack these guys and these guys and these guys, and we don't want to go at Latin Empire, for example, who are Orthodox, because then we would get a lot of rebels, and then we would become Orthodox and would go at these guys. You know, like you don't want to go like at the Muslims, then at the Orthodox, then at the Muslims, then at the Orthodox, and just switch back and forth, because that's gonna make it very difficult for you. So you don't do that. Now we don't have any trebuchets that we can get, but we could get some. What's good against trebuchets? Infantry actually is really good against trebuchets. So I'm thinking, let's just attack them. Let's negotiate down next time we'll attack them. I put the money into research then. And we're going to start focusing on maybe less rebels might be good. 45% less rebels, 48% is actually pretty good. Because like I said, we're going to get a lot of them once we start attacking these guys. So we should be able to do it. So let's do like a pay this here. They have 1,000 militia, 200 cavalry, 100 trebuchets. We should be fine. So let's just go. Hello, attack, go. We're gonna send everything we have, which reminds me, I should be looking at people like this. Sultanate of Rome. Please don't attack me. I'm gonna try to negotiate up with them to make sure they will not attack me while I am fighting these guys. Yeah, and who else is my neighbor? Principality of Antioch, but they do like me. So there's no point in moving towards union with them because remember we will turn to Islam very, very soon because we don't have many people. So we don't need to negotiate with them much. And Latin Empire, let me try to get them down, up so that they will not attack me while I'm fighting these huge guys. Army. Let's just go all in, I think. Did I send my units already? Yes. We should also send our assassins. They're always good to send. Go. We do have the rebels, but I'm not focusing on them yet. So let's see. Ooh, we have gotten 3 territories. Look at that. We are eating them up. And they're so big. They're like, we don't know what happened. But you can see we immediately get more rebels. Thankfully, because of the research, it's actually not that much. We'd have tried as many now, so we'd have like extra 20,000, so we'd be up to 60,000 already. Now, we seem to be doing pretty well at the war, so I can actually send the rest of my people to try to suppress the rebellion, and we'll leave and we'll send more assassins at them. We seem to have still a lot of units attacking, so we should be fine. So let's pour our money into research. I want to get better infantry recruitment, and I'm gonna start focusing on taxes, I think, because we get extra 10% from taxes, which again is not much right now. But remember, we're now making 8,000 from taxes, which is not much. But we're gonna get almost 1 million people if we can take over this thing. So that's gonna help me with taxes quite a bit. So let's move towards the next turn. Yes. And we also want to start looking at these, how much like damage we're doing. We're killing like 120 and 10. This is going to be increasing. You can already see that this is increased to 4 regions, even though we haven't added any people. That's because of the way the war works. It's like the further you get, the more damage happens. That's pretty interesting. And we're really eating them up, guys. See, we're already starting to become a thing on the map. Like, we used to be so tiny here, now we're like... The map is starting to see me. I can do some stuff, which I really like. 400. We've gotten the rebels down to half. So let's send everybody else to deal with the rebels, and we'll send the rest of our people to the assassins to go. Now, Arabian Wasteland is now my neighbor. Ooh, these guys. Okay. Ooh, they're not Muslims, so we're not gonna fight them anytime soon. So let's try to get them to like me, so they won't attack me, because like I said, I'm gonna focus on all the Muslim countries first, so I don't get unnecessarily high amount of rebels, because later on dealing with rebels is easy, but if you start working with the rebels early on, it can really slow down your progress, and that's a problem, because the further in the game you get, the better and the stronger countries are left. So you don't want to sort of fall behind too soon. Instead, you want to go very aggressively at the start, and you want to go at them as much as you can, because the beginning is when they're weak. So let's move towards the next turn. Okay, we have captured 4 countries again. We have done some damage. Yeah, I think they don't have much left, so we're really destroying them. And we're destroying them with the assassins as well. Very, very nice. Oh, they've signed a truce with us? Not happening. Keep going at the war. We'll send everything well, 75% of what we have. And the rest is going to be to suppress the rebellion. And we want to keep putting our money into the research. The research is really cool here. First of all, it goes quickly. And second of all, yeah, let's put it into 3 units recruitment, why not? Yeah, we're getting some good stuff here. We have 30,000 infantry. I'm very happy with that. How much? 3 units, some losses. We can't really see like the increase in the damage so far, but I think it's just because overall they don't have many people. Now, how am I doing with my army? I have... How many people do I have going at them? I have 10,000 people at home. I wonder if we should be fighting on 2 fronts. Like these guys. These guys seem to be rubbish. They don't have many people in general. Would I send a spy at them? What's your name? Abbasid Caliphate. Okay, Abbasid Caliphate, can I attack you? Oh, they have nothing. So I'm gonna do a war on like 2 fronts, which usually is a little silly. But like I said, I want to be aggressive at the start, because it's gonna really help us out later. If we don't get aggressive, then these countries are gonna get strong, and then we're gonna end up in a very bad position. So we don't want that to happen. We're gonna make sure that we have units in both of these. We should be easily destroying them. And I'll keep pouring my money in research. I think... Let's keep focusing on taxes maybe right now. We can get it to 32%. Eventually we're going to upgrade our units, but I don't think that's something we need to focus on right now. Ooh, we lost again a Abbasid Caliphate. Okay. So we're going to need to send more men there. But we're doing pretty well with the Ayyubid dynasty. Sultanate Ram. I don't want to fight you. I need to get you to a better level. You know what? Let me try to research a slightly better diplomacy so that I can get them up, essentially, like make them like me. You guys don't have much stuff, which is a bit... Oh, but they have 6 stars on army, so I guess their units are upgraded very well, I would assume. Because they're... Oh, no, it's the other way around, right? Army is... But they've got nothing at home. Like, if I send this, this is nothing. I'm not sure if it's like... I know that one of these things is like how their army compares to mine, and the other is the upgrades. And I'm thinking, yeah, I think I might have said it the other way around. So the army is probably the how well the army is compared to mine, and the unit's power is the upgrades. I'm thinking, but they have no army, which is a little confusing to me. So how am I doing? Let me send everything else I have at the Abbasid of Caliphate, and I'll send all of my assassins at them as well, because we seem to be handling the Ayyubid dynasty easily. So we'll see about that, and we'll put the money in the research again. Try to get more free units. Recruitment. Go. Okay, we have still lost against the Abbasid of Caliphate. They still haven't destroyed it. They killed like one of my militiamen. These guys were still destroying. That's interesting with these guys. Why? Wow, they're fighting war on a lot of places. Crazy. Guys. They have nothing, so why can I beat them? Very interesting to me. If I send a spider again, yeah, it says like 1, and it says like they have no army, but they're still like beating me. Let's send the rest of our people to deal with the rebels. There's also a slight like problem if you're attacking enemies that have like absolutely nothing. A couple people had a sort of like a bug where the problem was that because the enemies were like nobody there, that maybe it like rounded down, so it like, so when you look at it, it's like you did no damage, and that's why you didn't like hurt them. But I think that was fixed already, so I don't know. Okay, now we took something off them. Okay, now it's fine. We took like 1 country though, like 1 region. These guys are doing 5 regions, look at that. Oh, and we signed a treaty with them, which is not a deal. I don't want to sign the treaty. Let's try again. We'll send 60% of our army at them and the rest to deal with the rebels. And we'll see. Can we get things? No. See, but nobody killed nobody, so I'm thinking it might just be... That's very interesting. I'm not quite sure why. Because it says like they have essentially nobody. Interesting. So let's put my money in research. I mean, it doesn't matter, we're still destroying the other guys, but let's get more infantry. We're still fighting these guys. No, we're not. So we gotta attack you with 75% of our units, and we'll attack with everything else at the... No. Yeah, okay, that's good. At the Abbasid Caliphate, and we'll send the assassins at the Ayyubid dynasty, and we'll see. Oh. Strange. Keep losing, but they're not killing anybody I have. That is very interesting. I don't know why that is. I guess we'll just leave them alone and let the Fars province or whoever that is like destroy them, and then we'll try to attack them again, maybe. I'm not quite sure why it's not, because it says here like they have no army, so we should be like destroying them, but we aren't. It's a little strange, but it's okay. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Click on the right top to watch the next one, or on the right bottom to watch Evil Bank Manager. I'll see you in one of those. Bye bye!